The ZAMFARA state government has employed 282 health workers. Group vows to fight corruption, ensures accountability in ZAMFARA health sector. The fourth-year Ministerial Performance Review Retreat was held at State House Conference Center, Abuja, on business. At the black market where Forex is traded unofficially, the Naira depreciated against the dollar. And on the international scene, UN urges Nigeria to prioritize school safety, learners' protection. Hello and welcome to Svtv News. I am Musa Joy Onyoza. The ZAMFARA state government has employed 282 health workers from the money that was being paid to 93 ghost doctors in the state. The chairman, Hospital Services Management Board, Alhaji Mustafa Ankar, said the ghost doctors were discovered by the board following an independent verification exercise. He stressed that a sum of 23 million naira was being stolen every month by some people in paying for 93 doctors who never existed. He said a committee was set up to verify the exact number of doctors who were under the board, and to his utmost dismay, 93 of them were ghost doctors. The sum of 23 million naira was being paid as their monthly salary. Alhaji Ankar said Governor Bello Matawali gave him the directive to employ additional health workers with the money, whereby 282 health personnel, ranging from nurses, medical laboratory technicians, dental, and health records technicians were employed. Meanwhile, in an effort to ensure effective health services delivery and easy access to health facilities across ZAMFARA state, a non-governmental organization, Advocacy Nigeria, has engaged both elected officials and health service providers chiefs in various town hall meetings. This was disclosed by the program officer AN Abuja Office Headquarters, Mrs. Chinyere Ikenna, who explained that the main objectives behind the advocacy were to help fight corruption that bedevil health sector with a view to simplifying access to health services for the good people of the state. Mrs. Ikenna said the group vowed to discourage the fast increasing maternal mortality and child death, which, according to investigations, were reluctantly caused by either high rate of corruption being the major obstacle and difficulties experienced by the downtrodden in having access to health facilities. The meetings, which were organized by the NA, had simultaneously held in Kaura, Gusau, and Bungudu local government areas from the three senatorial zones and were attended by members of the state legislatures, state government officials, and other stakeholders in finding the lasting solution to the corruption in the health sector. According to a statement, a resource person, Dr. Yusuf Lawal, who presented a paper titled Maternal Health Accountability and Role of Elected Officials and Women Groups and CSOs, has telling that it was the duty of the legislatures to facilitate passing laws to checkmate corruption and deployment of unqualified health personnel. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has deployed Baturi Aliu Garba as the new commandant of the ZAMFARA State Command. A statement by the Public Relations Officer of the ZAMFARA Command, Aminu Ismail Maru, said the new commandant was redeployed to take over from DCC Abbas D. Moriki, who was assigned on an acting capacity when the former commandant Alhaji Aliu Garba went on his retirement leave. Alhaji Baturi Garba was, until his posting, the head of Operations Department Zone D Headquarters, Mina, Niger State. According to the statement, the new commandant has on resumption pledge to foster unity within the legal security agencies in the state and strengthen civil defense community relations and create more awareness on the need for community participation into the security of their own society. President Muhammadu Buhari has announced that appreciable progress has been made on all frontiers in the country in spite of the multiple challenges that have arisen since the coming of the administration's second term. The president made this known during the first-year performance review retreat at the State House Conference Center, Abuja. He commended the effort, commitment, and resilience of the ministers for upholding to the cardinal aspiration of the administration. The president said Nigerian people expect dedication and commitment by members of the cabinet in implementing policies, programs, and projects to improve the quality of their lives and set Nigeria on the path of prosperity. He assured all Nigerians that his administration remains resolute in initiating programs aimed at improving the qualities of lives and uplifting 100 million Nigerians out of poverty over the next 10 years. President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday has stated that his administration had done more than expected considering the diminished resources made available for his government upon takeover in 2015. The president, during the first-year ministerial performance review retreat held at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, also urged government officials not to allow political opponents and critics to spread falsehood about the administration. He also pleaded with the country's elite to judge his administration fairly, taking into consideration the rot in the system before his administration came on board in 2015. President Buhari ordered the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning and the Central Bank of Nigeria to quickly release the 2.2 trillion naira stimulus fund to MDAs and for capital projects. He also reiterated his last year directives that requests for meetings should be made through the Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Gambari, while other cabinet matters should be channeled through the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa. Governors under the platform of the All Progressives Congress are set to meet with President Muhammadu Buhari to plead with him over the increase in fuel price as well as electricity tariff. Governor Badaru Abubakar of Jigawa State disclosed this in an interview with newsmen on Tuesday in Duse, the state capital. Fielding questions from reporters, the governor said he would not say anything with regards to the increase until the outcome of the meeting. Governor Badaru said plans are on to meet with President Muhammadu Buhari to discuss on the possible review of the price of fuel and that of electricity. The federal government has increased the pump price of petrol to 151.56 naira, although most filling stations are currently selling at 260 naira and above. For the first time after a decade of the history of Lake Zaria Kalakala in northern Nigeria, Kebbi State, a majestic hippopotamus was accosted feeding itself across the lake. The event, which attracted dozens of the villagers to appreciate the white animal, also opportuned local social media handlers to recall the animal and shared photos and videos on the social media platforms. Local authorities have been advised not to allow the killing of the white animal with a view to protecting the aura and fauna of the environment so as to promote tourism in the state. We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back on Business. Aguirita has more details.
Welcome to Standard Voice Business Update. The Naira depreciated to 445 Naira and $1 at the parallel market despite the resumed sales of over $50 million to over 5,000 BDC operators. In sharp contrast, Nigeria exchange rates at the NEFES window appreciated to 286 during intraday trading on Monday, September 7, 2020. The Naira appreciated marginally against the dollar at the investors and exporters window on Monday, closing at 386 Naira and $1. This presents a 13 kobo gain when compared with the 386.13 naira to a dollar. That is a change on Friday, September 4th. The opening indicates rate was 386.19 naira to a dollar on Monday. The 394.63 naira to a dollar is the highest range during intraday trading before closing at 386 naira. It also sold for as low as 384 naira and $1 during intraday trading. Forex turnover at the investors and exporters window declined further by about 49.3% on Monday, September 7, 2020. This is in contrast to the improved turnover that was recorded last week. According to the data tracked by Nairametric from FMDQ, Forex turnover dropped from $89.15 million on Friday, September 4, 2020, to $45.22 million on Monday, September 7, 2020. Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN) is still battling to clear the huge backlog of foreign exchange demand, especially by foreign investors wishing to repatriate back their fund. And this is on Standard Voice Business Updates. I'm Aguirre.
And on the international scene, the United Nations has emphasized the need for Nigeria to urgently safeguard education from attack to restore confidence in schools as places of protection for children and teachers. Its resident and humanitarian coordinator, Mr. Edward Gallon, said this concern has become pressing in the light of COVID-19, which now affects 46 million primary and secondary learners across Nigeria due to pandemic-related school closures. Mr. Gallon, who also convened the message of UN top officials, spoke as the world marks the first ever International Day to protect education from attack under the theme Protect Education, Save a Generation. He noted that as state government plan to reopen schools after prolonged closures, building a resilient education system to withstand future shocks should be included in pandemic response plans. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. The ZAMFARA state government has employed 282 health workers. Group vows to fight corruption, ensures accountability in ZAMFARA health sector. The first-year ministerial performance review retreat was held at State House Conference Center, Abuja, on business. At the black market where Forex is traded unofficially, the Naira depreciated against the dollar. And on the international scene, UN urges Nigeria to prioritize school safety, learners' protection. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew and Head of News and Current Affairs Department, Alhaji Ibrahim Garbatino, I still remain Musa Joy Umiola. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.